I bought this tractor in June of this year, I had reviewed I don't know how many YouTube videos on the Kioti HX 115. Of course, most of them were made by dealers or someone representing Kioti, so you didn't know if it was really a true review of the tractor. I thought it'd be interesting for me to make a review after the first 110 hours of haying operations with this tractor and let people know what a Kioti is really all about. The first thing I'm going to say is I bought this tractor. It's in Canada. I got this additional HLA grapple and bucket with on the package deal, along with the middle bucket that you're seeing there. The bucket that comes with the tractor. It comes with a skid steer quick attach. You can get the other kind of attach if you want, but I wanted the skid steer one because my Allied doesn't fit anything anyway, so thought I'd stick with the skid steer. So those two buckets came with it. A bracket for me to build a bale fork, which is on this tractor now. It's a very heavy tractor for its size, 115 horse, which boosts to 125. I have no calcium in the rear tires or any kind of liquid in it. It picks up two 800-pound round bales without any issue at all in two-wheel drive. It has huge cast iron wheels. I don't know if you can see the thickness of those in this shot. It's very thick. Lots of weight there. I guess if you're doing silage, you may want to put calcium in it to pick the bales up. Tractor itself, well designed. A few things that I would change, and I'm going to talk about those. Huge cab. My other tractors that I've spent many hours in 2003, I bought that TS110 New Holland tractor with an Allied loader situated behind this tractor. They're equivalent in horsepower. A little bit bigger wheels on the New Holland tractor. It's got 7,300 hours on it. Has some issues, needs some work done. Been a great tractor. To replace it, the costs difference between replacing that New Holland was about $200,000 Canadian versus this Kioti being $120,000 delivered to my yard. So for $80,000, I thought I could give up a few things in the power shift department. Old tractor back here, this Case 5230, best tractor that I think was ever built. They don't build them this way anymore because they don't wear out. It's a beautiful tractor, love that tractor, but they're hard to find. I wanted something new and reliable with less hours that wasn't 30 years old. So I purchased a Kioti. Did I make a mistake? I'm hoping not. First 110 hours, I don't believe I did. One of the first complaints though I want to talk about is the design, and hopefully Kioti may be watching this video. I doubt if they will, but that is not how you engineer a grill guard. The bend down here, if you're any kind of welder or metal worker, takes away all the strength. This thing, if you touch anything, as you can see in this video, I have touched, folds up like a cheap suitcase. It's going to be redesigned by me and made like it should have been. When you're loading wagons, you bump things with a 10,000 or, well, this tractor's over 13,000 with the loader, I believe. Things bend easy, especially when they're not designed right. Poor engineering in that department. Looks nice, doesn't do anything. Next, the loader. Love the loader. Super heavy duty. Has great lift capacity and heavy built. Way heavier than my Allied loader, which I thought was a heavy built. Other thing I really like about it is the frame and how it's bolted on. Hopefully you can see in this picture, it has bolted to, like my other tractors, to the front part, but the rail runs all the way through to the back of the tractor. Hopefully you can see the big orange frame rails come all the way back to the rear axle. One of my complaints on this tractor is the rear remotes. We got 3 sets of quick couplers, but they're all Pioneer, so they don't push-pull like a regular one. You got to pull back the collar, so they're kind of cheap for a $120,000 tractor. Really, you skimped there was going to make the difference. I'm sure you could have put different kinds of quick couplers on there. But the rest of the 3-point hitch, super heavy duty. I think it has an 8,500 pound lift capacity. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's around that. The loader capacity on this tractor. I believe it's to full height of 12 feet. It can lift 5,000 pounds off the pin. That wouldn't be with a bucket or anything else on it, but that's what it's rated for. Don't quote me on that either. Go to your dealer. But yes, climbing up into the cab. It is a huge cab. I have not been in a tractor in this class of tractor that has as huge of a cab as this Kioti does. It's one thing that it may be lacking is the quality of the plastic. Seems lighter. Maybe it's going to be as tough as in all the other tractors. I'm not sure, but yes, definitely it feels a little lighter plastic. But when you get into this tractor, everything is laid out so nice. Everything is very ergonomic. The loader, your shifter, it's got many redundant switches, so depending what you're doing, you can toggle between low and high off the joystick. You can also off the armrest, and you can also off the loader. So has many cool and things that take a little while to understand. One of the features that I like the best is the 540, 540E, and 1000 PTO is all on a switch or on a lever. The 540 economy, it's a great thing. Don't have to run your tractor full speed when using something light. You can run it at 1500 RPM, that'll give you 540 RPM, so you have the right RPM for things like brush mowing, tedding. You don't have to run your tractor at 2200 rated RPM in order to get your full 540 PTO going out the back, which is much more economical. It has all kinds of switches, lots of them I really don't know how to use yet, from PTO cruise to your different modes. It also has different drive modes of work and drive. You can adjust the fill of the clutch with a minus and plus. So if you were on something like aggressive traction like pavement, and you don't want, when you shift from forward to reverse with the power reverser, you wanted a slower fill so you don't get such a jerky movement between forward and reverse, you can adjust it up there. It's kind of a handy feature. It also has, you can turn the PTO on from outside of the tractor. 3-point hitch can also be operated from outside of the tractor, which makes oiling your balers, different things like that, much easier. The cab of the tractor is very quiet. It has a telescopic and tipping steering wheel, which is kind of neat because it brings your whole gauge cluster and everything towards you. It's you don't have to look past the steering wheel, it's always in the same spot. Yes, just a very well thought out tractor in many things. One of the things I do not like, I like the seat for teaching people how to run it. What I don't like is this metal piece here, which when you pivot the seat like this to do your baling, it puts your elbow right in the funny bone spot, and does not feel good when you hit your elbow on that metal frame rail of the seat. I don't know why they couldn't have put some kind of padding around that, or some way to lock it down. It's on a spring. I'm going to design something a little different. It's a feature I don't really like. Right now I have the seat belt stuck in it so that it sticks out further and isn't back here where I was hitting my elbow on it. Tons of storage, great air conditioning. It's got air conditioning all around, and one of the best one is when I was putting hay in that barn is the visibility up. It's got a sunroof plus a huge glass that's taller than any of my other tractors. A lot of the tractors have the headliner comes down here instead of goes up. This one goes up. The visibility is so good when stacking hay or loading onto something. Really like that. Huge mirrors, great. They extend as well. In conclusion, would I recommend this tractor? Yes, I would. It has a few small and minor things that you get used to, but overall it seems to be a very good tractor. It now has 143 hours on it, and it's been flawless at that number of hours. I haven't had any issues. If you're looking for a good tractor that are at a reasonable price, I think the Kioti will fulfill your needs.